Welcome students to the Assam Tribune analysis of 26 August 2020. We are beginning with the CSET classes very soon. Please call at the number given below so as to get demo classes and avail our course. At Civil Services Achievers Point, we have regular classes, online live classes, we have free initiatives. We are coming up with optional classes, ethics classes, and CSET classes very soon. Students, you can call at the number given below so as to avail the courses, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Telegram to get the latest updates. So this Assam Tribune analysis is based on the new pattern of APSC. However, this is also useful for UPSC and other state level government examinations. So students, let us begin. For today's class, we are covering these important newspaper articles from the Assam Tribune. We are also discussing an important editorial from today's paper. So students, let us begin. The first topic we are discussing is the Indo-Bangla border talks in Dhaka is scheduled in September, and this topic we are discussing under the paper General Studies 2, topic International Relations, and subtopic Indo-Bangla Relations. So it is decided that India and Bangladesh will hold Director General level of the Border Security Forces, Director General level border talks in Dhaka in the coming month, and the discussion will be held between the Border Security Force BSF and the Bangladesh Border Guard Bangladesh BGB, and the discussion will happen at the headquarters of the Bangladeshi force in Dhaka, and BSF will be represented by the newly appointed BSF Director General Rakesh Asthana. Also, Rakesh Asthana will be accompanied by representatives of Narcotics Control Bureau, the External Affairs Ministry, and other government agencies. The Bangladeshi side will be led by the BGB, the Bangladesh Guard, the Border Guard Bangladesh Director General, Major General Muhammad Safinul Islam. So at this discussion, various confidence building measures to enhance cooperation between the two sides will be discussed. Also, a new paradigm for the border management in the time of the pandemic will also be discussed. So this is an important topic. Now coming to our next topic, government has extended the Armed Forces Special Powers Act in Assam for next 6 months. Now this topic we will study under the General Studies paper 3, topic security. The Assam government has extended the Armed Forces Special Powers Act 1958 AFSPA in Assam for the next 6 more months. The state has been declared disturbed area. So in order to apply the AFSPA, the state has to be declared a disturbed area, and Assam has been declared a disturbed area because on the account of the recent insurgent attacks and the recent recovery of illegal arms and ammunition in the BTD, especially in the BTD area of Assam and also at other parts of Assam. However, many civil society groups and activists are demanding that the AFSPA should be withdrawn from the state. The AFSPA, which empowers security forces to conduct operations, arrest anyone anywhere without prior notice, is continuing in Assam since November 1990. So since November 1990, Assam AFSPA has been enforced in Assam, is continuing in Assam, and the AFSPA is reviewed after every 6 months. Now coming to the next topic, India, Vietnam agree to add new momentum to ties. So this topic we will study under the General Studies 2 paper, topic International Relations, and Subtopic India and ASEAN relations and India and Vietnam relations. India and Vietnam agreed to add new momentum in the economic and defense agreements. Besides, also explore cooperation in sectors like civil, nuclear energy, and space. Both India and Vietnam agreed to add new momentum to the economic and defense engagement. Also explore closer cooperation. Now this point is very important. Closer cooperation in emerging areas such as civil nuclear energy, space, marine sciences, and new technologies. So in the upcoming technologies, cooperation is explored. The issue of South China Sea tensions were also discussed, as because China claims the rights over the South China Sea, all over the South China Sea, which is a huge source of hydrocarbons. Also, it is a route for the energy route for the China and Japan and South Korea via the Strait of Malacca. So, however, several ASEAN member countries, including Vietnam, Philippines, and Brunei, are also having counterclaims. Both India and Vietnam agreed to coordinate closely at multiple forums, including the UN Security Council, also at the ASEAN level. Indian government expressed full support to Vietnam's chairmanship of ASEAN this year. Also, India appreciated the positive leadership taken by Vietnam to the bloc in a year when the world is facing the COVID-19 pandemic. So, multiple decisions were taken regarding India and Vietnam engagements. Also, a separate memorandum of understanding (MOU) has been signed or finalized between National Maritime Foundation New Delhi and Scientific Research Institute of Sea and Islands Hanoi, that is Vietnam. Now coming to the next topic, COVID-19 brings new challenges to counter terrorism efforts as per the United Nations. Now this topic we will study the General Studies 2 paper topic international relations. See, the COVID-19 has many aspects like social, economic, okay, developmental. However, it also has security challenges also. So the UN has called for attention to the new challenges which are brought out by the global coronavirus pandemic to counter terrorism efforts. The pandemic environment raises several strategic and practical challenges for counter-terrorism. The Islamic State, the ISIS, and other terrorist groups seek to exploit the far-reaching disruption and negative socio-economic and political impacts of the pandemic. As we know that due to the pandemic, there are certain negative socio-economic and political impacts. Aru ei hokol impactore subidha ISIS jatiyo terrorist group সকলে লব বিচাৰে. Since the start of this year, there has been contrasting regional disparities in the threat trajectory. মানে বিভিন্ন জায়গাত বিভিন্ন ঠাইত বিভিন্ন ঘটনা ঘটি আছে in conflict zones, especially in West Asia, in the Arabian Peninsula, near the Arabian Peninsula, the threat has increased as evidenced by the IS regrouping. ISIS or regrouping খবৰ পোৱা গৈছে আৰু increasing activity in the Iraq and Syria. There is a continued trend of attacks by individuals inspired online and acting alone. Lone wolf বুলি এটা concept আছে. Lone wolf বুলি কিছুমান individual মানুহে individual terroriste ISIS ৰ পৰা encouragement লৈ নিজৰ activityবোৰ কৰে আৰু সেইবোৰ কৰাৰ পিছত IS or propaganda bur fueling hoy mane hebro chance besike paয়. Gotike in this topic the role of the COVID-19 and lockdown to the counter terrorism efforts keneke challenge korise ebur point discuss kora hoise. So candidates, please note this point. Now one very important news item, very important. Arunachal to move center to include state under 6 schedule. বৰ্তমান অৰুণাচল প্ৰদেশ 6 schedule নাই, গতিকে অৰুণাচল প্ৰদেশে ৰিকুৱেষ্ট কৰিব চেণ্টাৰক যে এমেন্ডমেন্ট কৰি হলেও 6 schedule যাতে অৰুণাচল প্ৰদেশ সোমাই পৰে আৰু this topic is under the General Studies 2 paper, topic polity. The Arunachal Pradesh government has decided to bring a resolution in the ensuing state assembly session for bringing the state under the ambit of the 6th schedule. Now, a decision to law hoise because of the recommendation of the constitutional safeguard to the indigenous people of Arunachal Pradesh. Hey, meeting or report dia hoisile. Now, these are some of the, this map shows some of the autonomous councils under 6th schedule in the Northeast India. Like Ohomor tinita autonomous council ase under 6th schedule, the Borderland Territorial Area, the BTR, the Karbi Anglong, or Dima Hasao. Or Anan autonomous council komo hoise Northeastern Gorkhaland, the Garo Hill, Khasi Hill, Jointa Hill of Meghalaya, the Sadar Hills in Manipur, the Tripura Autonomous Council, Tribal Autonomous Council, Mizoram has 3 Autonomous Council. One interesting fact you should remember, Nagaland has no Autonomous Council. I repeat, Nagaland has no, till at present, Arunachal Pradesh and Nagaland has no Autonomous Council. However, Arunachal is asking for Autonomous Council under 6th schedule. The state of Arunachal Pradesh to be included in the 6th schedule of the Constitution of India to protect the tribal rights of the indigenous people of Arunachal Pradesh. Currently, under 6th schedule, Assam, Tripura, Meghalaya and Mizoram, ATMM in shortcut, Assam, Tripura, Meghalaya and Mizoram comes under 6th schedule. Ladakh Union Territory is recently proposed to be added in the 6th schedule. Now coming to the next very important topic, government has amended the corporate social responsibilities CSR norms to help boost funding so as to help the government in the fighting the COVID-19 situation and developing drugs. So the government has amended this topic. We will study under the paper General Studies 3, topic economic development and also science and technology. The government has amended the corporate social responsibility rules under the companies law that is likely to help boost funding for funding for developing new vaccines, drugs and medical devices related to the coronavirus pandemic. So companies engagement in research and development, R&D, activity of new vaccine, drugs and medical devices in their normal course of businesses have been allowed to undertake R&D activity of new vaccine, drugs and medical devices related to the COVID-19 under CSR ambit. Mane company সমুহে যদি R&D, drug development এইবোৰ যদি engage হয়, সেই engagement হোৱাত পইচা কিনিও CSR বুলি ধৰা হ'ব আৰু সেই activity টো CSR বুলি ধৰা হ'ব, and this is applicable for 2021, 21-22 and 2023 financial years till 23 dhara hobo, and this means that the money spent on these activities would also be considered as corporate social responsibility spending. So contributions to R&D projects in the field of science, technology, engineering and medicine funded by the central or state governments or public sector undertaking or any agency of the state or the central or state government would be considered as CSR. So contributions to like IITs, the national laboratories, the autonomous bodies, the public funded universities and which are established under the Department of Atomic Energy, Department of Biotechnology, Department of Science and Technology, Department of Pharmaceuticals, all these contributions would come under the CSR ambit. The relaxation would also be applicable for the national laboratories and autonomous bodies under the Ministry of Ayurveda, Yoga, Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha and Homeopathy. That is the Ministry of Ayush and the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. So this is the step taken so as to incentivize the funding of the R&D and the vaccine development in India. Now coming to the important editorial. This is regard to the unemployment which is generated during the COVID-19 lockdown. So this topic we will study under the economic general studies 3 paper, economic development. As we know, unemployment across the country has hit an unprecedented high in the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic. This lockdown triggered a huge wave of reverse migration. What is reverse migration? Generally, migration occurs from areas where there are less opportunities to areas where there are more livelihood opportunities, work opportunities, better standard of living. But a reverse migration occurred when the people from their workplace had to move to Assam because of the lockdown at their workplace, and it caused the country's overall unemployment rate to shoot up to high as 27.11% during May. Even before the pandemic, the country's unemployment rate for 17-18 fiscal year was at 6.1%, which was the highest in 45 years. The large-scale layoffs and the furloughs recorded since March have exposed the financial vulnerabilities of India's MSMEs that form the backbone of the country's economy. গতিকে ইণ্ডিয়াৰ যোনবোৰ vulnerable situation আছে সেইবোৰ আঙুলিয়াই দিছে, have exposed them. The center did well to respond to the situation with a stimulus package. Government এটা package ঘোষণা কৰিছিলে আৰু renewed the emphasis of the Manrega scheme. It is work for the daily wages scheme is expected to ease the situation to some extent. Assam has also been severely hit by the pandemic situation. Aru reverse migration of workers from other states has added to the problem. Now, the state government should facilitate resumption of all trade and industrial activities. Also, along with that, the government has to intervene in the agri and allied sector too, which accounts for a large workforce. And along with this quick and short-term stimulus, the government should plan long-term interventions for easing the region's burgeoning unemployment. Addressing the concerns, these concerns of the rural area, rural economy will be a huge where there will be a huge concentration of unemployment will be another challenge for the government. The general situation vis-a-vis unemployment has forced the government to put topmost trust on skill development and creation of entrepreneurship. So this pandemic lockdown has made the government and the people in general realize the importance of skill upgradation or skill development and self-entrepreneurship, self-reliant or Atmanirbhar. The state has many areas. The state has many areas of traditional manufacturing practices that are in urgent need of skill augmentation, value addition, and market lineage. So, for example, in Assam, there are many areas of traditional manufacturing practices, handloom, the handicrafts, the bell metal. All these industries are in need of skill augmentation, means skill upgradation, value addition, and market linkage for better marketing. The slow growth of industrial process, the scarce self-employment avenues, and the persisting with an age-old curriculum, leaving out professional and vocational courses. These are the reasons for our sustaining unemployment. So if any question comes, what are the reasons of sustaining unemployment and what can be the steps taken in mains, then these are the points to be written for the sustaining unemployment. And there are huge potential of tourism, handloom and handicrafts, horticulture, etc. in Assam. So these are the important points. Students, please make a note of it. Now we are discussing the answers of our daily MCQs for APSC and UPSC initiative. So the answers for yesterday's daily MCQs are given in this slide. Please pause the video and check your answers with this given slide. Now coming to today's daily MCQs, these are the daily MCQs of today's newspaper and articles. Please answer these MCQs and mention in our comment section, and check the answers in our tomorrow's class. So these are the 4 questions of today's newspaper. So thank you for watching this class. I hope this class was helpful. Thank you.